EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jones looking to throw right away. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Patriots. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
The Patriots at 3-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
On the counter, Elliott.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Off play action. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. A gain of 5. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, and it's 3rd and 4. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down, Colts.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Off play action, Richardson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports.
3-3.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's a throw that's complete. There goes Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First down 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
On third down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They go play action with Richardson. On the move to his left. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they will have the football deep in enemy. All the way at the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
2nd and 6. Now Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Richardson on the bootleg here. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out into the...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Christian Barmore able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. the shotgun, Richardson.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
2nd down. Here's Richardson. Caught by Woods.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd down and 13. Here, Richardson yet again.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Play action. Now Richardson.
He's got Mason complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Corral with it. 1st down here. And he gets this to Thornton.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Richardson off the play fake. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Colts first down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. A 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. This pass caught, it's Woods. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Colts.
Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Richardson on 3rd and short. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for the Patriots.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Corral. He's got a man, complete. Devontae Parker. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, 70 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. from his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Corral sets up play action. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Richardson working from the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They go play action with Richardson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Gay's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Corral. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 52 yards. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
20, Patriots 17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. The short throw pulled in by Woods. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again with Corral. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
3rd and long, Richardson from his end zone. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. There he goes up the right sideline. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis,